What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dominic and we're back for another Russ Friday. Although it's not going to be a new Russ Friday song because I woke up today and I kind of expected this was going to happen, but I woke up, checked Instagram, checked YouTube, there was no new Russ songs. Obviously Can't Let Go went fucking crazy last week. I believe he got it to number one like 2 or 3 days ago, which is a first for him. So Russ has been celebrating like crazy. And it makes me think that we've got an album coming because, previously Russ always, put out songs until something hit a certain milestone and then he would, follow up with an album. I'm surprised Can't Let Go was the one that, made it. But at the same time, I'm not because, it's a good song. It's a really good song. It is one of my favourites from this drop. There have been a couple ones that I liked a lot better, to be honest, in the beginning, and Italy was a wild one. But I suppose this is like a more number one type of song because it just probably applies to a bigger audience. So, anyway, no new song this week, but we do have a couple requests that I've gathered over the past 3 or 4 weeks. We've got a request from Joseph, which is Live Slow or Die Fast, which we're going to react to today. We've got a request from Shaharia, 10-Year Freestyle, and we've got 3 requests from Tom Hanks. So we're going to react to this one today. I may do another one today, or I may just kind of space them out as we don't have that many requests, and I don't know when the album's going to drop or when new music is going to drop. So, Live Slow or Die Fast. Joseph says this beat is almost like Lapped, which was it's still one of my favorite, it still is my favourite Russ song, by the way. So, still shout out to Joseph for putting me onto that gem, because I don't know if I would have found it otherwise. And I hope this is just as good. As you can see, or you can hear, my voice is a little bit better than last week's. So, if I start coughing or anything, that's like the only kind of thing I have left. But yeah, we're just going to get straight into this. I feel like this is the longest intro I've done so far. Live Slow or Die Fast by Russ, 2018, June 12th. Looks like that's when it was published. Couldn't speak there for a second. So it's not a new song, but definitely one I've never heard before. So let's get into it. If it loads. Okay, it's loading now.
You're right. Just keep it simple. Yeah. Caught up in a whirlwind.
That was a little bit weird intro, but I think that was Russ. Put in like a Chinese accent? I don't know. Let's actually run it back because I want to hear it again, but I do like the beat already, so.
You're right. Just keep it simple. Yeah. Caught up in a whirlwind. Wondering if this world ends. Will I be in the conversation up in heaven? Biggie passed the cheese, Lennon passed the weed. Talk about this dude named Russ, he's a legend. Don't you want to let him know he needs it right now? Feel like I'm lost at sea with no lighthouse. I've been in the wrong place, chilling with the right crowd. Trying to make it back home before my lifetime's out. Back to making beats, blowing weed, getting turned up. City of Atlanta where the kush gets worshipped. Bet you I'll be first up when they say it's my time. 50-50 chance that I'll have to use a lifeline. But the only friend that I got is this white wine. So I guess I'm dancing by myself across the fine line. In between a white lie and a big black hole. Looking at the world through the eyes of a tadpole.
Okay. It doesn't hit as much as Lapped, but it could be like a one I have to replay a couple times. Caught up in the whirlwind, wondering if this world ends. Will I be a dinner conversation up in heaven? So obviously, it kind of feels like a sort of come up type song. He hadn't properly maybe made it at that point because just the tone of it is different. Talking about hanging out with Biggie and John Lennon, and they're calling him a legend and stuff. Feel like I'm lost at sea with no lighthouse. I've been in the wrong place, chilling with the wrong crowd. Again, good imagery there. Just feels like he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing yet, which is okay. I think that the most important thing that I take away from Russ's music is that you just have to trust the process. And even when you doubt it, you can't doubt it all the way. Like, you have to keep that trust somewhere, at least minimal, you know? Yeah, I'm just looking at the lyrics here, and it's yeah, nothing too crazy in bar wise in the first verse, so we'll let the chorus play and see if the second verse has anything else. Okay, Russ. Okay, that second verse was harder. A lot harder. I like that a lot, and just a lot more quotables and kind of mindset stuff in there. Let them physical. Wait, let them. I don't know what that means. Let them psychical. Would you like to see a postcard? Let them physical. Everything is mental. Okay, someone made an incredibly bad spelling mistake on Genius, because that is not how you spell physical. So he says, "Let them physical. Everything's mental. Everything is in the mind." Like, honestly, it's like the more I do stuff, the more kind of days I live through. I just realised that it's all in your head. Shout out to Russ's book, All in Your Head. If you haven't read that, read it. It's fucking genius. Got the drive, you just live in a Ferrento. You'll be stuck in Central while I'm intercontinental. Bars. Doing monumental shows, but sometimes I get caught up in the sense of urgency. I seem to get my thoughts stuck. I wish I could write like this. But anyway, obviously he's doing massive numbers, massive shows, he's selling out stuff. Even back then I'm sure he was. But he still gets caught up in the sense of urgency that he needs to be doing more and more and more. And that's where you get stuck. The analysis paralysis comes in. I call it burglary to date is such a blur to me. I always rob the present because I'm focused on the thought of the future. I don't know why I couldn't say that word, fuck's sake. Calling it a burglary because he always robs the present because he's focused on the future. So he's taken from the present because he's always focusing on the future, which is a bar in itself. Wondering when he's going to pop off, why it takes so long to actually come to life, come to be real, come to manifest, which, I mean, on my personal journey where I'm at, that's kind of some thoughts that I've been having in the back of my mind the past week or so. But again, it's all about the journey, it's all about just trusting the process and knowing that if you just keep showing up and you keep doing what you're doing, it's just going to pop off. And then you can look back and see, okay, did I make any mistakes? Did I do something that slowed me down? How can I improve the process I took to get to here so that I can better get to the next level? It's always good to reflect on what you're doing. Being too productive really fucked me up because it obstructs any kind of sanity until my mind is clock struck. Let me think about that bar. I don't quite get it. It could be obvious. I could be missing the point totally here, but I mean, trying to be too productive is obviously a bad thing. Like, productivity is just such a buzzword these days. But when you try to do too many things, it does like affect your sanity. Until my clock is struck. My mind is clock struck. Yeah, I don't know. Have no idea, and nobody seems to fucking annotate Russ songs on Genius. So yeah, if you have any ideas for what that bar means, drop them down below. I'd be happy to like understand it. But yeah, I'm just gonna let it play out to the end. I think this is gonna be a long video, which I apologise for, but you know, I'm trying to actually dive deeper into these songs,
Nothing makes sense.
so that hopefully you guys enjoy them, and you comment and you tell me what you think. If I did good, if I did shit. Hopefully you know, come back for more videos, subscribe, like, whatever you want, do it. I'm gonna be showing up regardless.
Like a Catholic in a temple, but I got drive. You just living off a rental. You'll be stuck in Central while I'm intercontinental doing monumental shows. But sometimes I get caught up in the sense of urgency. I seem to get my thoughts stuck. I call it burglary. Today is such a blur to me. I always rob the present because I'm focused on the thought of the future and how and when it's gonna pop up. Where I'm gonna be and why it takes so long. The product of being too productive really fucked me because it obstructs any kind of sanity until my mind's clock struck. Live slow, you can die fast. Just pull up, no cuts, don't ask. Zip slow, recline back. Pop another cork, let the storm blow past. Live slow, you can die fast. Just pull up, no cuts, don't ask. Zip slow, recline back. Pop another cork, let the storm blow past. Live slow, you can die fast. Just pull up, no cuts, don't ask. Zip slow, recline back. Pop another cork, let the storm blow past.
I'll let it play out and turn the volume down so you can hear me better. Really like this song. It's not as hard as Lapped. I like the beat though. The beat is hard, but I just don't know about the. I don't know. His voice sounds a little bit. It doesn't sound as good as it does in other songs, and I don't know if that's his mastering, mixing, whatever, or if it's just this song has different, you know, vocal for whatever reason. I wish it was a little bit louder and a bit more crispier, but it does feel, you can feel the kind of come up energy and like the hunger in the song, which is always good. And if you guys have any other ones, any other old Rush songs that you want me to react to, similar to this, similar to Lapped, let me know, because I want to keep reacting to stuff. Like I'm still learning about Russ's catalogue, and because there's a lot, if you guys tell me exactly what songs are good and what songs are, or not what songs are good, what songs are like standout, then I'm gonna be able to create good content for you guys, and also, you know, just know what songs to listen to. So that's a win-win for me. Right, anyway, I think this video might be a little bit long. I think the next song that we're gonna react to is coming through from the request from Tom. So stay posted for that, and I'll probably post that next week. But till then, see you guys next week. Bye.